Huzzah! How we doing? I love that it says no connection, no data, and and that it's healthy. Seems like seems like it's a bit at odds with each other. But anyway, how we doing? Hi. It's the title screen. By the way, do you want me to ruin it for you? I can ruin the title screen for you. There you go. You can see the biters appear out of nowhere. Anyway, enough of that aside. Alright, so continuing on where we left off. If this thing will let me. So, already in map view. So last time we dealt with Clever. It's actually still working. It's amazing. This thing's still working. Alright, so we got space packs, agricultural packs landing, and all that good stuff. There we go. Trunk. Don't ruin it. Too late. I could go back and ruin it some more. So, the thing that I really need now... Oh, apparently this has been running too. I left this research. So what had happened is just before, I was getting Derpus here ready to load up another round of Planet Starter. And I sort of left everything running, which means the research is running, which means we nearly have captivity now. Can't do much with captivity right at this minute, but it means we can start bioengineering biters and, you know, grinding up biters into a paste to make productivity modules, I think it was, out of them. Yeah, it was productivity modules. There. Yeah, you got to grind up biters, you got to put biter eggs into productivity 3s. So that's a thing. But yeah, the main point is production of low-density structures right now is very sad. Steel is very sad. The thing that I'm very quickly learning is that, well, I sort of already knew it. I've been trying to feel out how low can you go before running into issues, and definitely need to double smelting. Even iron plate into circuits is not doing too good. So it's definitely like a dedicated iron plate for circuits, dedicated copper plate for circuits, dedicated copper for red circuits. That's what, 3 copper plate right there, plus 1 iron. So it's like 3... It's almost like this 432 is what I'm thinking. It's a nice round number. It's a nice convenient rule of thumb. 4 copper, 3 iron, 2 steel smelters. And what I mean by 432 is the number of input belts. So it means that a continuous belt goes into 4 copper, and, you know, a continuous belt comes out of 4. You can see this steel smelter, it's taking an entire red belt and outputting like 400 a minute, I think that is, from memory. Yeah, about 380, 400. It's sitting around that region. Yeah. Yes, it's about 350, 400. It should be half a yellow belt, really. Sheep, how you doing? Hello. And yeah, so doubling steel, definitely. Now, my rambling on aside, so first things first, we need to go to Vulcanus for a few reasons. One, this thing isn't actually automated yet, so Vulcanus, for the most part, is done. Or, like, the skeleton of a system that can send science packs back is done. The only thing stopping it right now is Steve over here. Steve won't let me mine tungsten. And so we need to deal with him. Something could attack at any time, and we need to deal with him. So, we need to go say hi. I was actually expecting the Gleber thingy to be a bit problematic, but it seems to be working for... Oh yeah, that's right. So this relates to the problem, is that I need to get low density structures over to Gleber, and I can't do that at the minute. And so the reason why I need to get metallurgic science going ultimately is because of the infinite researches it offers. So that means we can start processing low density productivity, and Oh, actually, steel productivity only needs that. I thought it was a metallurgic for some reason. I should actually do that now. And just focus hard on, yeah, I actually unplugged this just to push the low density harder. So do that. What am I doing to get rid of the asteroids that fast? So, just lots of gun turrets. Um, Also, as well as lots of gun turrets, lots of physical projectile damage upgrades. So both the damage upgrades and the shooting speed upgrades, which I think is maxed now. Yep, there it is. It's maxed. What that means is that yellow ammo goes a lot further. So if I open up bonuses, yeah, damage plus, so the 120% plus 150% shooting speed. So these go a lot further. And so this is a ship. Your platform gets clobbered all the time. My suggestion is probably something like this would be the way to go. So have so what I do is I have a continuous feeding belt that goes, it goes all the way around the platform, all the way around the platform. One side of the belt is the rocks, the other side's the ammo, as you can see. The main thing that it needs is plenty of smelting to make the iron plate, and plenty of speed in the crafting machine, in the assembly machine. Is this our speed modules? No. One thing to watch out for, or the biggest thing to watch out for, is the difference between production and consumption. So like this thing can only make 75 a minute, but if I look at the consumption, its peak consumption when traveling is 388. So you actually need... Oh, you're using laser turrets. Yeah, don't use laser turrets. Laser turrets are really bad against asteroids. If I bring up the Factoriopedia. So it has 90% resistance to laser and 100% resistance to electric. So Tesla turrets are out too. Hello, Veldak. Physical, they are the weakest too. You also can't use flame turrets on asteroids, believe it or not. And 30% to explosions. So even explosive rockets are kind of bad. Thank you very much for the 65-month resub there, Veldak. Really appreciate that. So yeah, the way to go is to maximize physical damage as much as possible, which is effectively bullets. Endgame, you actually do want explosive rockets anyway, because explosive rockets damage multiple asteroids at once, and so you get more bang for a single, or you get more destruction for a single explosive rocket than you do from a single rocket. Didn't see that? Explains that? Yeah. It's very much stacked against laser turrets. And these are only the little ones. These things are tiny. When you get into so there's the small ones. These are the really tiny ones that bang into the platform and don't do any damage. There's the medium ones, which are around Gleber, Vulcanus, and Fungora. And then once you go to Aquila, you start getting into these chonguses. So you go from 400 health to 2,000 health. And yeah, these are... basically you need explosion to kill them. And then there's these chonguses. You don't see these, you only see these beyond Aquilo, and they're just sadness. You need the railgun to take out the huge ones. All of the huge ones. It's not possible to traverse beyond Aquilo without railguns. It's Mamoru and Lucifer. Yeah, railguns are for the big ones, but I actually use them for the mediums as well. Only just managed to get to Clever after losing 2 fully stocked platforms to Roids. Oh damn. Yeah, there's definitely an art to building platforms. It's painful, but once you push, you just got to. I hate to say it, but you just got to push through it. And like I spent a good little while. I say a good little while. It was probably like 6. So I have well, I have this book of platforms, which is like, there's the first one that I made. It's the first one that I made that was borderline functional. This one runs out of ammo all the time. Spellmaster coming on in. What else have we got? Exactly. This is a bunch of plagiarized stuff. Oh yeah, that's my first Aquilo platform. This thing got obliterated so many times. It's completely ineffective. So, like, you're going to build a platform and it's going to suck. It's going to suck so much. And yeah, then I eventually built this one, which took like 3, 4 hours of just slowly chugging away at it, and eventually I got there. And this one has also been very successful going back and forth around the solar system. Oh, anyway, I need to go say hi to Steve because we need metallurgic science. Steve, the big jerk, has been making me not get tungsten. What does one do better than the others? So the first three, probably the biggest difference is the first three planets, you can get away with just yellow ammo. So you can have a very simple, compact, and very capable platform to shuttle between the first few. Getting to Aquilo was a lot harder because you need rockets to blow up the bigger asteroids, which means that you need a lot more production, you need a lot more power. There's an asteroid processing, advanced asteroid processing, which gives you advanced thruster fuel and advanced oxidizer. Both those recipes are mandatory for getting to Aquilo as well. And both those, all the advanced processing recipes produce two products output instead of one. Actually, in preparation for I place one down here. So like the ice, instead of just producing ice, produces ice and calcite, which means you got to try and figure out how to deal with the two products. The metal one produces iron and copper, and the carbonic one makes sulfur as well, which is it's really handy because the carbon goes into fuel, but it also goes into well, let's not really poke too much into that. But the coal, you can make coal out of it with the carbon, and which means you can make explosives, which means you can make rockets. The calcite means you can smelt the iron and copper on the platform using the foundry, which in turn means you can make red ammo in industrial scale. But yeah, then because of the increased power needs of all these extra machines, you need nuclear, and you got to read the temperature. I only insert when there isn't anything at less than 600. This logic right here is amazing. It's pretty much all you need. Now, getting undistracted. Need you. And I need you because I need drills. Like so. And I need to turn around for like 15 seconds. So while that's happening, I shall be right back. Initially, you need to. Sorry for the interrupt. No, that's fine. That's what we're all about here. Just derail constantly. Chair squeeze. Yeah, I'm in the market for a new one. This one's actually almost at the point where it's about. I think the base is about to snap, basically. So yeah, at least initially, you need to do a little bit of smash and grab on the tungsten. The second thing you need to do is part of your package, bringing this thing, part of your package, colonizing Vulcanus is you need to bring a tank. I don't have anything in here, but eventually what you want to do is put some solar panels, batteries, roboports in here, and that gives you an early game Spidertron that's really good at squashing your base. But it means that you can manage remotely a lot easier when there isn't bot network coverage available. Alright, Steve. The second thing you're going to need to ship, as well as the tank, is some uranium cannon shells. You're really going to need some uranium cannon shells shoved inside this thing. The third thing you need to do is find your nearest demolisher. This one, helpfully, has been named Steve. How we arrived at Steve, I don't really remember. In fact, I have an easier way to summon him. So, yes, basically. You can use, a bajillion gun turrets, or you can just use a tank. You can remote drive vehicles. Oh yeah. So if I jump out of that, come over here, click drive remote, close the window. Now I can start driving. It's amazing. That's new for 2.0. I think that's valid for all of 2.0 as well. Yeah, probably the quickest way is just to start mining. Oh, I should have brought yellow, not red. You can even run over, yeah, you can, or you can do what I did a few days ago and jump out of it and then run over myself. Be just a total code green. Yeah, it was added with it was added to everything. So remote drive trains, remote drive tanks, remote drive cars, Spidertrons. Not that you really need to, but it's but it's there. What do I want? Not that. Oh, I do want that, but I also want that, and that. Remote drive ghosts. You can ghost down tanks too. You can copy and paste them. Control C. Hold down Shift. You got to hold down Shift. Whoop, not caps lock. You got to hold down Shift like that. So it's copied the fuel, and it will also copy the equipment grid. Yeah, you can Flintstone a train now. Okay. All right. Where's Bob? Steve. Bob's over there. Bob's over there somewhere. Steve's over here. Steve should be mighty pissed right now that I dared to touch his land. Give me that junk. Jam it in my trunk. Where's the circuits? I need circuits. There's the circuits. I'd like to not lose the big mining drills, ideally. Give me a little bit more vision so I can see Steve coming. Usually comes like storming from somewhere over there. Probably down there now. Waiting on remote shower, remote toilet, remote cooking, so you can spend more time. It's the dream. It's living the dream, that is. Where is that pesky Steve? He'll show up eventually. I just got to stand around scooping up tungsten. Yeah, see the shadow of him. Yep, just gonna freely take tungsten. Tungsten up for grabs. Remote Factorio so the factory can grow while you're in the shower. Automate it. Oh yeah, I've updated this thing again. So there's now a cryo plant. So I ran into this interesting thing. I mentioned this on Discord. So the way I'd done this originally, it was cancelling the recipes on the EM plants, and it wasn't supposed to. It still does on the centrifuges, which it also probably shouldn't. It's only something that only really applies to assembly machines. But yeah, I was hoping that I could make the auto crafter, this one, compatible with the make everything, but it's not looking good right now. I almost need a dedicated line just for just as a sort of what you call it, a ban list, like a list of crafts that can't be crafted. Exclamation mark BP, exclamation mark blueprints, either or. One's an alias of the other. Um, this one here isn't shared, but the Make Everything V6 is. It's under its own folder. Grab the 2.01. Same with the two-lane rails. That one's there. Elevator rails. I got a lot of track blueprints. Just updated as well is the modular train stops. Thank you, Veldak, for popping that in YouTube. Modular train stops is done now as well, nearly done as well. There's even a 242 unloader. I'm experimenting with a new style of unloader as well, a lane balancing one. It's 3 splitters, which normally would be a dirty word, but because of all the optimizations, modifications, and changes in 2.0, I kind of want to see where the limit is now. So we'll see how we go. I guess Steve is a bit of a troll or something. Something. There is admittedly a bit of weirdness to the logic of how they actually detect. Ah, there he is. He's not bothered yet. AK, how you doing?
Button.
It's a button. Sure is. Thank you very much for that. What was that? 18 months. Oh, and there's Bob. There's Bob and there's Steve. Oh no, that's Terry. That's not Bob, that's Terry. How about that? I got them mixed up. Terry's going to be so mad. Yeah, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Wait, no, Bob's over there. This is Steve. That's Terry. Oh, Steve's noticed me now. You see him just suddenly start moving really fast. He's not too pleased. This is fine. Where are you at? Khan? Khan? Should be beelining it for my miners. Nope, sort of given up now. Oh, he might be, no, he's gone back to normal. What are some of the things from 2.0 and Space Age? Oh, I'm not sure. There's just so many things. It's like, there's just so much quality of life. The remote map view, elevator rails, just multiple planets are great as well. Just being able to go off-world. I actually really appreciate that every world is uniquely different. I mean, Vulcanus is probably the closest to base game, but like, you're not just. I kind of the thing that I didn't like with space exploration was you're really just copy pasting the same thing over and over again. You go to a new planet, you paste down, another core drill, build the same base, rinse repeat. I like that everything is unique in this. Um, yeah, what is it? Elevator rails. Some of the oop, hello. That's not good. That's not something that I wanted. You're upset with my tank. All right, Steve. We had enough of you. Get out of here. Get in range, then get out of here. That's not working nearly as well as I was there we go. It normally takes like three taps. It was taking a few more than that. I think I was just missing. But yeah, that's how you deal with Demolisher. When it comes to a medium one, oh yeah, and you see the hazard checker hazard is gone as well. Mr. Fun, how you doing? So for a medium one, that doesn't work as well. But what does work well is a nuke to the face or a railgun. And then a big one. So for the big one, what you really need is infinite explosive damage. Maybe bring this up to like 9 or 10, even though I don't think it actually affects nukes. Yeah, that was only a small one. For a medium one, just throw a nuke at its face or throw a railgun at it, and that'll handily deal with it. I found, depending on how good your aim is, 2 to 3 nukes plus railgun on a big one kills a big one. Yeah, and they are permanent. So the checkered area or the striped area is gone. So this territory is claimed forever. It is mine forever. It's a one-time thing. They specifically didn't want it to be, something that keeps coming back like biters. They want it to be they want it to be like a dungeon boss, which I can get around. And that's, again, comes back to my point before where... Oh, quiet you. Where I like that every planet is distinctively unique. Yeah, hungry or something. Alright. Sure, pop that there. Chuck that there. So the thing with big mining drills, I can space them out a lot because they actually output stacks on a belt. They don't just put out... they can go. They don't just put out a single item. Grab that one as well, and that'll get maximum coverage. Hey, Thunder. How you doing? You can't underground under lava as well. See, that doesn't connect. So you actually have to go around like that. Yeah, so you're getting stacks of ore on a belt. So it'll actually internally buffer up the items. You can with Foundation. Foundation, though, is very much a late game item. How's power doing? Power's fine. Yeah, so to fill up lava, you need Foundation. But Foundation needs tungsten, carbon fiber, lithium, and fluoroketone. So basically, it's landfill plus Vulcanus plus Gleba plus Aquilo plus more Aquilo. And as you can see, the technology is it's all of the packs. Well, not all of the packs, but it's nearly all the packs. Uninstall this game. Your life is over. Yeah, pretty much. All right. Chuck this into the triangles. It's so funny that these weren't even triangles not that long ago. And we'll probably need to expand triangle production. I'm going to tweak this a little bit. Reason being... Ooh, something just finished. What was that? That was steel plate productivity. Okay. Ah! This is actually really fun research because... See, now I have a productivity bar on the steel smelter, which is something I've never seen before. Again, that's amazing. The game just goes so hard on the productivity upgrades. It's wild. But yeah, so I now have 10% free steel. Stupidly, as I say, I forgot that it's not a for some reason I thought it was a Vulcanus research, but it's not. So I'll pop another one in there. I might up the triangle production. Oh yeah, so the thing that I wanted to do was that. Like so. There. There. So now I'm splitting half of it off to science and then half of it to just general production. Leave the stream in the background. Sadly, I have to do a few things around the house. Ah, it's one of those. What planets have I visited? So Vulcanus and Gleba. So we've got Gleba science up and running. We have mastered Gleba. Yes, we have had a few hatches. There's, what, two, one... You know, we've cracked a few eggs along the way, but it's working now. Did you see that you nearly hit 120k Steam player at one time yesterday? Oh, 120. I heard it got to 105. I didn't realize it had gone all the way up to 120 though. Alright, so our triangles are finally getting here. Or our ore is finally getting here. And what I might do is actually pick the whole thing up and move it. Tucked into machining on YouTube. Yeah, it looks suspiciously like a tungsten carbide tip, doesn't it? I don't know if I actually have assembly machine 3s here. Does Derpus have assembly machine 3s? It does. I'll just yeet them down. What are the chances that they've been suckered into a clickspring binge? The controls are actually slightly changed. That's one thing that's kind of an... I can't complain too much, but it is kind of annoying. The... where is it? The C and... Oh, C, no. Yeah. The C has changed. Like the, what was weapon switch? It was like C now. Tab brings up the map. It's completely backwards. That's why my brain is just struggling so much. Everything's just all wrong. It's like C and Shift C there. Which is a whole thing. Alright, I need the acid pipe. Then I need a way around the cliffs to do the last acid pipe. There. Then I need to move it back a tile, realizing that I just put it in the way of the cliff. Or of the, not the cliff, the, thing that the other belt that I want to put down. Just want to dedicate a whole line to carbon. Only thing you not like from 2.0 is a cliff exploser put away in the tech tree. Yeah, it's a bit of a give and take, because on the one hand, yeah, it's buried behind Vulcanus research. On the other hand, outside of Vulcanus itself, cliffs aren't too much of a problem like they used to be. You don't have these haphazard cliffs that are just aggressively blocking all of your builds at every turn. There we go. That definitely works. Which in turn means I can, yeah, just run this thing straight. Ah, my fingers are all gone all misaligned. Alright, you getting enough? No, you're not getting enough of this crap. Great thing is, if I want to place something in, just bring up map view. There. Bam, bam. There's actually a few ways of doing it, because I can just open up E, in normal view E, Q on that, bring up a ghost, and then just paste it down like that as well. Cliffs have been annoying on Fulgora. That is true. Sometimes cliffs can be really annoying on Fulgora, Fulgora, but also Gleba, they can be annoying. I found a few times where they're really annoying on Gleba. What was I saying? Oh yeah, what I was saying before was the H and V of... So it used to be F and G, now it's H and V, which is taken a bit of getting used to. Because G is now switching the elevator rail, or switching rail layer to elevator rail. Yeah, tab became map. Nukes can delete cliffs. Also, demolishers delete cliffs. Ironically. So if you're really crafty with how you trigger their aggro, you can actually make them destroy cliffs. If you're just really, really clever. Try and be really clever about it. Overly clever about it. Alright, we're starting to see a decent amount of foundries and big drills happen. Most of this is working, but it'll probably work. Herbert, okay. Let's see. There's Terry. Herbert. Where shall I put him? Up there? Up there seems good. Alright, now we're making mango packs. Probably what could best be described as a very sad and miserable rate. Right, as soon as you're done. There you go. You make me some science, please. There. I'm just going to do it the lazy way. In fact, I'm going to spit it out the back. Maybe I'm not going to spit it out the back. Okay, nope. We can spit it out the back. I can manage to wrangle the pipes into the correct sequence. Shing. I want to put them into a passive provider, like so. Power it, power it, power it, power, power, power. Short boys, long boys, boys, there we go. You go in there. You lot all go in there. You go in there. There. And you place roboports. Just make the bots do it, and then likewise, I'll just make the calcite do that. Because we need to deliver calcite to Narvis fairly soon. Oh, you're lagging on copper, okay. Which means we'll probably start lagging on iron soon. I could just beacon it. It's considered base game now for one of those achievements. Foundry's one of your favourite new... They are a great building. Where you can't create any request chests to that one. There is, so... Interestingly, the logistics embargo was changed, so I need to re-acquire it. So it's... Finish research with space science pack for the base game, or any planetary science for space. Yeah, so I was actually pretty close to getting this. Wait, no, I did get it, didn't I? Yeah, no, I got Rush to Space. Research and other technologies, science pack. Oh, so do it the same, but without the logistics network. Yeah, we would have all lost it, and then keeping your hands clean is wild. Alrighty. I had to route the belts the way that I didn't I? That's like actually annoying. Well, I guess you're doing this now. That you don't really need to do, come to think of it. In fact, triangles can go that way. You know what, bots can do that. I'm here to supervise, not to work. Because yeah, this is going the logistics network, so I might as well just send it into the network earlier. Like over here or something. So we want some copper from lava. Is this just not the most dirtiest, chaotic thing you've ever seen? Is it not adorable? We just need to feed lava into it, into the beast, and there we go. Eventually, we'll see stuff happen once the bots wrangle all this crap up. Oh, construction bots make life so much easier. Yeah, sort of thing that I did allude to early on when we first started was that you really do need to build bigger for the starter base. I was actually saying 4-3-2, 4 copper, 3 iron, 2 steel smelters. Seems like a good rule of thumb. And that'll keep things going, because yeah, that steel is very sad. We are lacking in clever science. Why are we lacking? Probably because you're stuck here, because you're waiting for... Yeah, it's all steel bottlenecks now. Alright, how's that look? 1 hour. It's just a vertical wall, so we'll see what it does. Now, the downside to this is dealing with the stone. There is actually a very obvious solution to dealing with it. This is something that will make people very, very sad and mad. See a platform and tour of it? I'd like to see how it holds up against yours, or how yours hold against... Yeah, just give me 1 minute, and we shall do it. Shall check out my early platform. Admittedly, my platform is somewhat refined. It's an iterative effort. So we want to make a landfill. I have a massive sneeze that hurts my neck. And output the landfill like that. There. And then the landfill then travels down, 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 and gets thrown in the lake of lava. Just like that stone. If I look at Derpus, this is my well-refined one. As I say, this one's had a few goes before really whittling down into something sensible. Main thing that I learned is more smelting, faster crafting, smarter use of belts, smarter use of direct insertion, less crushers. It runs out of fuel, but it's actually good for it. So there's another one here. Oh, this one's full at the minute. If you look at down on the bottom right, it says efficiency 51%. So it's mostly just pissing away the fuel and oxidizer at the minute. And then as the fuel goes down, because it's just started running out, you see the thrust is going down, but the efficiency is going up. Yeah, see, it's out of fuel. What it means is that it's not going as fast, but it's making better use of the fuel that it has. Yeah, this thing can't really sustain, like it can't do a long trip. It's really meant for planet-to-planet hopping. But it's holding a decent speed. It's only just over 200 tons, which is sort of what I was aiming for. That appears to be rather low on ammo at the minute. That is troubling. I think the answer is a little bit of the old more fasterage. Probably a bit of... Oh, it already is a A rare one. Part of the logic before allowing it to leave, so it needs circuit tick greater than 0. This one here. When it gets tick, it means there's at least 400 ammo on the belt. So it's making sure there's enough ammo available. There's also a second one here, so when it goes below critically low, below 100, it'll actually dump ammo on the belt from here. But I've not actually set up a request for it yet. It's something that I probably should do. But the rockets are a bit scarce at the minute. When we're making the foster field for the platform, when I was making foster field for the platform, I found it easy to have like both of them separated. Like you have the frost fuel and the other orange one on each side. Go left side, right side, because then you don't have to a whole lot of complex. Thruster. Foster thruster. Ah, that's funny. I was trying to figure out what you're on about there. I was like, I'm pretty sure that's thruster. Yeah, you do one on either side and it saves on the complexity of the plumbing. The other lesson that I learned is less engines is more. Like, the first ones that I did had 4, and now I'm reduced it to 3, and I'm kind of tempted to reduce it to 2 now. It's actually more entertaining. Oh yeah, the 6. But I sort of based mine off of a platform that I grabbed from the Space LAN, which had 4. This is an interesting design because the thing's very far back and it actually uses the grabbies on the side. But at the same time, this thing is actually quite space inefficient. I think if this was made into a continuous belt like I did, it could be made a lot better. I don't remember whose design this is. It's either V459 or Code Greens. I don't remember exactly. Watching Space Age material, none of it seems to be very simple for the layman who struggles with trains. I should add that to my notes. Thingy demystified. Why are you launching crap? Oh, you're launching it for you. As far as the Ice Planet one? Oh, there are some belt designs. Yeah, there are some that I'm not a fan of either. It's 30k. It's twice the distance of all the other planets. And then the final trip is 100k, which is even longer again. It's actually quite interesting is that this is 15, this is 15, but this is also 15 and 15, and this is also 15. There's some real funky non-Euclidean triangles going on here. Oh, you are actually making low density. So you... Oh no, you're only blinging rocket fuel. How far is the... Oh, it's slowly expanding. It's actually got some crashes down now. It's amazing. Why are you struggling? You're struggling on... Oh. The thing that is trying to research the embedment of... Redicus, how you doing? Looking sus there. You on cameras again? Making the work time better. Nice. Alright, so... this... You... Oh, okay, he's already requesting it, that's fine. I may need to adjust the calcite, but we'll see about that when we get there. But copper's still struggling. Doesn't much matter. Can't build chests? Yeah, that's you got to rely. All of your storage has to rely on the hub, which is an interesting choice. I don't hate the idea of it. Like, I get it. It's low gravity. You can't have storage. Like, you got to have specialized storage in low gravity, but at the same time, it is a bit of an annoying feature. It wouldn't be as annoying if you could attach to cargo bays, but as it is you can't attach. You can't directly connect to storage bays. You got to connect to the hub to do things, to do activities, which is a bit annoying. Well, it makes builds much more complicated. There we go. So now we'll have longer service intervals between me having to deal with... Oh, hello. Longer intervals between me having to deal with patches running out. Working from home is nice, but you need to go to the office later. Working from home is nice. To a point. There are some times when work from home doesn't work for me. Just get too distracted. I probably need a better chair. Going back to the point I was making before, yeah, so the base of this chair has started getting a bit of a lean, which means that the base is about to snap. Or at least something horrific is about to happen to it. It's not great either way. Alright, my work here is done now that we've automated the mango science. I think I build a new space platform, but I don't really want to. Oh, it's still trash. So this, you hear duct tape fixes all problems? That it does. I hear you can make giant ducks out of duct tape too. Your sister's company released their demo for their game on Steam. Side-scroller zombie. You already complained to her that the maps on the screen escape button doesn't work. Be ashamed to be streaming when the chair gives out. No. Have it forever on video of the scream of death. Let's... Oh, hurry up, bots. There we go. Let's get to Durpus. I'm pretty sure there are clips of that happening. As in, from other people. Whee! It's too bad it's not... Like, the animation isn't slightly different for each planet. That'd be cool if it was. Shonk. It's too bad I don't go in the main hole. Alright, we need to go back to Norvis. Oops. Oh well. It's going down there now. Oh yeah, you could use some of that though. I'll send you back to Narvis to get your inserters. SpaceX is still jealous of that landing. I mean, SpaceX barely does it once, and the Factorio engineer, it's just business as usual. It's like Tuesday. You're going for the thruster space achievement, so it was rather low tech. So sit down a couple of nuke reactors, heated them up to 1,000, lured them, hit them. Poor man's new. That's a great one. That's good. What do I need to do on all this? There are some biters to be dealt with. Before going to Fulgora, we probably should deal with that. And just generally poke things. Whee! After that many hours, which planet would you advise to go through first? Probably Vulcanus. The low density productivity is definitely worth it. I'm actually kind of partial to the idea of going to Gleba second as well. Maybe Gleba first for the more advanced people. Where the hell is it? Here. Getting the stack inserter and the belt stacking unlocked, which is a Gleba tech, is really powerful. And also with Gleba, like once you're done, you know, like all I did was make some carbon fiber, make science, make rocket fuel, and that's it. That's all Gleba needs. Just chip in the rest. I am attempting to make iron, but it's not really that important. Working on one of those things. Oh yeah, this thing has changed slightly if you haven't seen it. It now doesn't have the gap. The machines are much tighter. There's a third combinator now, that's why it's changed. So I ended up just completely reworking the spacing. But what it means is that it's the third combinator cancels the recipe on the assembly machine, so it spits out all items, which was the original intention of this machine way back in the day. It was meant to minimize... or the reason why this thing existed was to eliminate the dumb bolt assembly thing. So this thing, it holds on to a lot of resources inside all these chests. And so the idea of this machine was that you use... I mean, you couldn't remove the contents of the machine, but the idea was you use the... an inserter, which used to be there, to empty the contents of the requester chest when it wasn't being used to return items to the network. And so, yeah, that's always been the driving force behind this thing. Which I'm happy with. Now I just need to sort out the auto crafting and have it not all select the same recipe at the same time constantly. Yeah, probably Vulcanus first. If you're new to it, Vulcanus first. Fagora second. Fagora the EM plant just makes life so much easier. For more advanced players, then you'd think about going to Gleba earlier. Once you get a handle on Gleba, though, it's pretty easy. It's genuinely not that bad. All right, where is my tank? There's my car. You're full of rubbish. You're the good one. Uranium shells and ammo, it's what we like to see. Have you tried a cooldown period for selecting the same recipe? Is that possible? The problem is I need to come up with a really elegant way of having like inserting a random tick interval when it selects a new recipe. The problem with the selector, currently it uses a selector as a random input. And the way selectors work is, if I set this to 40, like you'll see them all flash at the same time. The update interval is global. So what I need to do is have a selector select a random number that then is used to select a random recipe. Like I need to make a random number generator out of a deterministic random number generator. That's the problem that I'm running into. So the selectors are all firing at the same time, and then they're all selecting the same thing. or they're not all selecting the same thing. There's just a higher chance of them selecting the same thing. The alternative is, so to get into the weeds of how this thing works, this is actually the new version using the alternate method. What this one does is when it receives a recipe, oh, you're not receiving the right signals, that's why it's going mental. It's not receiving the enable signal. So it's trying to turn off. And it's not having it. So yeah, what happens is, so you see it's now asking for 32,000 rockets. That's actually not good for the base machine, by the way. What it's doing is it's marking the 16th bit of whatever value is on there. Because it can never be over 100, there's no chance of it ever being like that. And what that means is that if there's anything, so it marks that bit, feeds it back onto the network, and then anything that has that bit set, so and it with 32768. So in this case, this has been selected, so it's come out, and then it goes into the band list. So you see anything on the green wire gets cancelled out of the output list. So it gets removed from the possible list. It gets removed from the list of potential recipes. So that's the second idea that I had for something to make. But yeah, the current problem is that it relies on this thing here to select a recipe. You can actually see, it's choosing constantly choosing a new recipe, but it needs like another random number generator on top of it. The other thing that it has going on, which is assigned to everything, so this is the permitted recipes list. So this is just this mega list of everything that's allowed to craft. The problem though is that there's quality variations of all of this. So it has a four quality transfer combinators, resulting in this absolutely gigantic list of everything that it's allowed to craft. It feels inelegant, but at the same time, I can't think of a better way of doing it. And that also leads to this annoying problem that I basically have another signal that I need to link or lash into this thing. Or if I look at the blueprint again, like it means that the logic for this holding signal basically blocks out. It means I can only have 2 of these on a row, and it blocks out so much potential for adding more machines. So I almost need to add something to the controller. Oh, this controller's old actually too. For silo when it's uncommon. Nice. Yeah, so I almost need some extra logic in the controller and an extra position to send out the permitted and banned recipes. So I don't know how I'm going to do that yet. What are you crafting? Oh yeah, this thing negates it out as well. So what? How many are you making? Where is this? Oh, rocket turrets. Okay. So it probably is actually 100. Oh no, 28. There you go. There it is. I was wondering why it was saying like 576, but no, it's the input 24. That's fine. Smoke out the top of the head. Yeah, the 16th bit, 32768. 2 to the 15. 16th bit? Yeah, because it's 32767 is 15 bits. Oh, I need to give myself PLDs. Yeah, 16th bit. 2 to the 15, because 2 to the 0 is 1. See, I know binary arithmetics. Bleh. Ooh, a rare bot. Rare bots are great. They have much higher charge capacity. So send you out. Yeah, you are 13 plus 31. 13 plus. Oh, they don't actually give speed. Yeah, just bigger battery. 46 seconds versus 2 minutes 20. What the hell did I come here for? I don't remember. I don't know anymore. That's what I came here for. It's one of those times where I'm just sort of so tired and I'm just sort of, just spinning around in circles, not really knowing what I'm doing. 3, okay. I think we can do better than that. Oh yeah, there's a biotic capture rocket. Yeah, the problem is it needs bioflux. So we need to sort out bringing bioflux in before really committing to the industrial strength biter production thingamabobber. Mm. Yeah, there's a few things that could probably benefit from better there's a few better quality modules too. Yeah, the previous iteration of that, it was using a pass the message type system where it would an assembly the first assembly machine would take a recipe, remove it from the signal from the list of signals, and then pass it on to the next machine. And that one, it mostly worked, but it had a bit of weirdness when when an upstream recipe finished, there was nothing stopping an upstream recipe from taking a downstream recipe. So like when the first assembly machine finishes its craft, there's nothing squeaky squeak. There's nothing stopping it taking the fifth assembly machine's craft because it doesn't know that the fifth machine has captured it. Then again, I could combine the two. So the trouble is, I like the generic solution though. I don't like tying them together like that. I like them being standalone. Alright, this spider base needs dealing with. They could attack the base at any time, so we must deal with them. Like that. It helps if I can steer. Just fire any real purpose, plan or purpose. Luckily the health of the biter spawners isn't too high yet. Go. That's biters dealt with. Newest issue you have for your sister is you can't get an image to render. Interesting. Oh, I don't actually have repair packs anyway. You need to keep an eye on down there too. I might be hitting biters on the other side of the water. Yeah, definitely for Gora tomorrow. That will be for sure. The image is in the variable, but the variable refused to be rendered. Interesting. What a place to be. You've backed up on oil. Considering the oil struggles I had to start with, it's a nice place to be. Happy you made an automated wall for Nova, so you can just remote when science slows down. Yeah, once I push the biters out far enough, I'll probably cap it off with some walls. Need to work out what to do long term with the base as well. Yeah, don't hit the land or the water, the not land. Still getting used to the right click for attacking though. Yeah, I gotta keep an eye on the health there. It's a long walk home. Should probably not be wasting those on fighters as such. Alright, I might need to just very much pull back for now. That's better, yeah. Come on, change gear. I mean, it was a pretty chongus base. Oh, I had another stacker. That's handy. Nearly there. There we go. Got it. It's just too bad that I forgot to grab repair packs. I'm not going to take on any more biters, I'm just going to explore a little bit more. Ooh. Didn't expect that. Bit of a triangle there. This is an interesting map. Bit of a weird one. Still no Spidertron? No, not quite there yet. It is possible to unlock it. It's not far off. It's not quite there yet. Hopefully don't trigger. Oh, worms popped up. Yeah, I can actually research it because I got the Gleber science to do it. Do we have the Gleber science? Possibly not. Nope. One of the first mods that I think I would grab is a auto science switch mod. Or possibly even an auto requeue science mod for requeuing the infinite techs. So something to... Every time an infinite tech finishes, it enqueues the next version of it, or it maintains a queue of it, and then also automatically switches between the different researchers depending on what packs are available. It's probably not that hard to throw together, actually. Wouldn't surprise me if someone's done it already, too. End game, it's really, or late game, it's really annoying switching packs, switching sciences and re-queuing things constantly. Yeah, I'm a bit worried about that there, but I think it'll do for now. What existed? You don't know if it updated for 2.0? Yeah, that's right. It did exist for yeah. Spidertron needs Gleba science. It's an agricultural science. Oop, I don't want to throw that away. Yeah, Roboport Mark II is a Fagora science too. Hey, Yivy. Makes sense seeing as a needed fish. That actually leads into one of the nicer things about Fagora science, which is here somewhere, or some kind of science somewhere. There it is. Yeah, fish breeding. So you can make you can manufacture fish now. And that's part of getting the consumer legendary fish achievement. For those who haven't seen, there is, yeah. Today's fish is trout a la creme. Enjoy your meal. Eat a legendary fish. To get a legendary fish, you have to recycle a legendary Spidertron. Okay, there is a new version of it. A productivity bar on a steel furnace. What a time to be alive. And we get 20% more steel. Should actually see that pretty immediately in theory. Interesting. Oh, no, that's... How did that happen? Where is that burst coming from? What is producing... Oh, that's the productivity output. That's what that is. Of course. Yeah, because it needs 10 swings, so they're all cycling together. Yeah, and it should be more pulsy now. Yeah. So that's like the true average, 400, yeah, 400 a minute. Whereas now it's more like it should be like 410. Yeah. I can't believe it took me a moment to realize it. Yeah, more the pulses should be more frequent now because the bar reaches the end. Every time the bar reaches the end, you get the double production. It would have been kind of very punishing if they made fish spoil, so see them no other healing items. Yeah, I should actually see what happens if you just brute force throw fish into recyclers. If you get fish back, or if it's always deleted. Should do some science on that. Because there is scrap productivity as well. Oh wow, that's not doing too good. You haven't done anything yet. You're waiting for inserters. Okay. Oh, this is the old one. That's why. Should probably replace it. I mean, I'm already sort of committed. Don't need that anymore. I do need tank. They're kind of irrelevant right now. That doesn't need to be there. You genuinely don't need that many. Oh, I don't have destroyer. That's why. Probably the same as all other raw items. 25% chance just to get them back. Go on with the rest. Science time, I think. Oh yeah, this is a... Say hello to my epic Spidertron. Look at that grid. But that's not why we're here. We're here to admire and bask in the glory that is legendary mold. Now, the reason why we're actually here is to grab the legendary mold. Come down here somewhere. Where is it? Ah, there you are. So there. Grab you, put you in there. See what comes out. Oh, we've got an uncommon one. Okay, so you can just grind. You don't need to grind up Spidertrons. Good to know. We've got one. So what we want to do in that case then is summon you. See if we can summon some legendary quality modules. It's probably not going to happen, but one can only hope. Yeah, there's only 16 currently. Oh yeah, this is my end game. This one's actually on the Galaxy of Fame, this base. But good to know. Oh yeah, look at that. We've got some high quality ones already. So if I pop those out. And they're gone. Yeah, so this is filtered so everything less than legendary. And this will go off when there's a legendary fish in here. I've been grinding up Spidertrons anyway, trying to get some better ones. So I've got a few rare ones. But yeah, good to know that you don't actually need to grind up Spidertrons. I'm actually kind of curious how long this takes now. I'm fully committed to leveling up the fish now. It's going to happen eventually. You're waiting for... Oh, you want to import from there. But we only need like, say 16. And 16, like that. Yeah, this is one of my earliest platform attempts. As you could probably see by the slowness that it doesn't perform that well. Fish farm have a recipe? Yeah. So you can do it in either a biochamber, I'm doing it in a biochamber, or a chemical plant. And you've run out of nutrients. That's not good. You're bringing more bioflux. Oh, that's really not good for these. As long as these have bioflux, then the biters stay happy. Yeah, this is how you breed biters. Yeah, I got a rare one. A few rare ones, again. Doesn't mean you can't set the recipe to the legendary version. No, so you physically cannot set fish breeding to anything other than... oh, okay. But it needs legendary fish and nutrients, so you need a legendary fish to breed legendary fish. Interesting. So last time I played around with this, you could do it... you physically couldn't breed legendary fish, so something's changed with that. I mean, it makes sense in the biochamber, but doing it in a chemical plant looks kind of weird. Just seeing fish floating around. Well, you don't actually see fish floating around, but having fish floating around inside there is kind of weird, though. Why have you got mold? How dare you have mold? and go moldy. Ooh, epic one. We got some epic ones. Breeding bite is obviously the next step. We had the old purple goo. If you put quality modules in the recycler, could you get better quality fish out of the recycler? Oh yeah, yeah. So popping quality modules into the recycler is the way to go. It's the dream. It just means that you level it up over time. It actually, so we'll be getting to this next time, but what you eventually do is you build, or what I've done here, because I'm doing it all belt-based because I'm a masochist like that, is so I have these unloads for scrap, and then the last one, any spillover scrap except for polonium ore, or whatever the hell it's called, yeah, any spillover goes back around and just keeps spinning around until it's either deleted or it's epic or better, or purple or better. Holium? Holium. Yeah, and then everything that's epic or better gets shoveled into this train and then sent back to starter, and that's contributed mostly to the quality situation. So a lot of the like I've got 500 epic legendary pipe without actually having to craft that many pipe. Yeah, see, the four-way crafting collision, that's the problem with this thing. But yeah, that's how you do quality. It's how you do. Well, Fulgora really leans into quality, and yeah, this is the starter one. It takes rare or better. What does better quality plates do? So if you have better quality everything intermediate, you can then use that as a base input for a high quality material. I've deleted basically all of those fish. So yeah, every time, because these are now legendary, every time a fish comes out, there's a 10% chance it will be of a high quality. So if I bring up the, not you, this. Quality probabilities. So if there's 4 base modules, well, it's actually more than that. See, this is actually 24.8, not 20. Where did it go? There it is. So yeah, at base level, if the input here is base with 4 of these, the chance is 10%. But my chance of upgrading from no quality to rare quality is 10%. It's now 25% with the recyclers. But there's only 1%, 0.1 and 0.01% chance of going any higher. So if I have an iron plate, there's 10% of the time it will come out rare. 1 in 100 will come, or 10 in 100 will come out rare. 1 in 100 will come out uncommon, rare. I kept pausing because I kept saying it wrong, and my brain couldn't brain what was actually wrong with it. So yeah, there is a chance that what is that? 1 in 10,000 will be legendary. But if you have a higher quality plate, also hey Loki, it's now 1 in 1,000, not 1 in 10,000 to get a legendary, and it's now 10% chance of getting a rare because its starting quality is higher. And same again. So if you actually target rare, your chances of quality is actually really good. I tend to target rare because it's 10% chance it becomes epic and a 1% chance, 1 in 100, of becoming legendary. And that's what I've been doing in Fulgora. So I have quality modules in the recyclers to try and tech stuff up. And you see there's a lot of green doot stuff coming out because there's a 10% chance of it coming out green. There is a chance it'll come out purple, and legendary. But see, there's an epic plate just came out from something that was probably base quality. And so yeah, so I just pick off everything that's of a higher quality, except for ice and solid fuel, because solid fuel doesn't really do anything. It actually does. You can make quality rocket fuel, but I'm not really bothering with that right now. It's too hard to deal with. So pretty much if you have high quality intermediate, it gives you a better chance of legendary machines, which is what you want. Yes, exactly. Nope, we got too much rare concrete, so we're dumping it. All this could be done with bots, but I choose not to because, again, masochism. So yeah, my legendary modules are being produced by this, which is base epic quality quality modules, which means there's this machine has a 10% chance of producing legendary. You can actually see, because of the way the intermediates are, it's produced so many, because it's a 10% chance, it's produced so many level 1 and level 2 quality modules as a result. I should actually build a legendary one and just guarantee legendary. And yeah, similar thing with here. So it's rare level, so it's got a lot of epic and a few legendary, and then again a lot of epic and a few legendary because it's based here as rare. Whereas if you look at this one, which is targeting base level, it's basically got none and none, and at best a few rare ones. So it genuinely pays to tech up the intermediates that go in, and then just target a higher quality, target a final higher quality product. Wow, that's a word salad. Same thing here, like rare supercapacitors. Get quite a few epics out of it. Epic swizzle sticks. Maybe a few legendaries. So on and so forth. Just don't speed beacon these things. Haste makes waste. So, one thing to be aware of though is you don't need a higher quality machine itself to craft a higher quality. Only the ingredients matter. So if I don't need like a rare EM plant to give me rare or better output items. A rare EM plant gives all kinds of benefits, but its stats don't contribute towards crafting better items. Do I actually have one? Yes, I do. Yeah. So this thing has a craft speed of 3.2 instead of whatever the hell the normal one is. 2, I think. Yeah, 2. So yeah, higher craft speed, more health, and the same power consumption. Yeah, the same power consumption. So rare really does play into it. Oh yeah, this is the thing working too. The Aquilo brick. Yeah, you need rockets to deal with the large asteroids. Running. Oh, I'm in a different save at the minute, Lucifer. So we were wondering, can you recycle fish to upgrade them? And it turns out, yes, you can. So I ended up loading up this save to give it a run. We don't want to do all of that. Oh well, we're recycling inserters now. Yeah, see, there's a whole bunch of things going on there. Most of them have been deleted, of course. But yeah, so it means that you don't need to grind up, at time. It means you don't need to grind up fish. It means you can only need to grind up fish to get a legendary fish. You don't have to grind up legendary Spidertrons. It just means I've got to pull more bioflux in, I think, to make more nutrients. To breed more fish. Yeah, the way this thing works is the fish go round and round in a circle, and there's a red belt there. So every time the belt gets too compressed, the red belt forces the fish up here. Simple but effective way of peeling stuff off. Actually do it on the labs as well. Over here, there should be a yeah, yellow belt there that spreads out the agricultural science. So yeah, good to know. So that was a hell of a distraction. I didn't actually mean to load that, I meant to save it, but it doesn't matter. I can just regress it anyway. I grabbed the wrong one. Alright, back on the topic at hand. Worth breeding high quality fish? Probably as well. Have you... Pirate Software's analysis on Twitch ad? What? Have I Pirate Software's analysis on Twitch ads? What is... What? You might need to use a few more words there. Is Pirate Software... that Dan guy? By chance. Holy crap, that's a lot of, what is going on there? The ferret guy. I mean, there's been a lot of talks lately. There's been a lot of people swinging hard. I don't know what the latest controversy is. That's, well, I know that ferret rescue owner is called Thor. Okay. I know one of the top streamers, Asmongold's been got a ban or a suspension recently, last week. But I don't exactly know what the drama is.
This is gonna be the weirdest shout.
Okay.
You've ever heard from another streamer. If you want to grow your user base, if you want to have more people find your stream, run ads. That seems insane on its surface, so let me explain. When you run ads on your channel,
that is insane.
More than 3 minutes of ads per hour. Not only does Twitch change your income from ads from 30% to 55%, they get rid of pre-rolls. Pre-rolls are the death of a channel. If you enter someone's channel and you see 6 ads and you've never seen their content before, you're going to leave before those ads are over.
Yeah, everyone leaves when the pre-rolls hit.
Our followers per hour increased by 6 to 7 times immediately. When we stopped running ads and it went back to pre-rolls, it immediately dropped back down again. Like, it is so beneficial to your channel. As long as you are respectful and you're like, you do, like, what I do here is I pause the stream like this, and we just wait for you when ads are running so that people aren't missing out on content, you won't lose people. You will gain a shitload more because pre-rolls are awful, dude. They're...
I feel like that's one of those things that it only works. Holy crap, it's doing it again. It's one of those things of scale, is that his numbers only... Oh, this needs to go. Now I understand what's going on. So, if you're a... yeah, that's the thing. People stop watching TV because of ads. How can I best frame this? Or how can I best articulate this? I'm just trying to think. So Twitch is incredibly top heavy. What's going on there? Oh, okay. Having a little bit of a problem here. Well, it's not that much of a problem. Why? Oh, you're backed up. Oh, and you're turning to mold. That's why you're backed up. I mean, it's a good and a bad problem to have, but it's not great. Why are we... no fluid input? Ah. That explains a lot. I mean, it would probably help with the power situation too. Starmon, hey. Updated the ME on Git with the new logic? Yes, I have. So, just to recap, because I mentioned it before, modular train stops has been updated. It's okay-ish. There's more that I'd like to do with it, but the bot stops and the belt stops are there. There's a parameterized unloader for 242 as well, plus some logic. Just set the parameter, as I say in the instructions here, set the parameter of the thing that you want. Just run an upgrade planner over it if you need to take it up to late game. It seems pretty capable. I've got a new outpost supply system. Hopefully I've got enough words in here that sort of explain how it works as well. It shares a logistics group between everything. So like here, this constant combinator here tells the should connect to the base, should share the logistics group with the base station, and so you can send whatever. Just don't overload it. It's grid aligned, so you can snap into everything. Pack siding, there's only one now, unfortunately, for reasons. Oh, there's a 242 as well. This is preloaded with some interrupt stuff, so you can play around with it. Finally noticed the fluid problem. I mean, wasn't a until the point when I saw it, it wasn't actually a problem because I hadn't seen it. But yeah, so this is the new make everything. This is the new improved control. I actually only updated this just recently. So something to be aware of is the constant combinator has some stuff going on inside it. There is the master enable, RGB controls, and also a signal that enables and disables requests from logic network requests. But we'll get to that. There's parameterized components. Centrifuge. Are you not actually parameterized? I thought you were parameterized. Update incoming. Yep, those things as well. And I just added those things, the cryoplants as well. There's also some there's still a small set of preset designs, but I'm sort of more leaning on the parameterized version now. So the common ones, like the assembly machine, like the combinators and the power to actually to generate the self-building, are still there. Inserters as well. Inserter one's actually blank, so you can do whatever with it. I didn't include the stack inserter because it's a Gleba specific thing, but that can be added there. But yeah, it's just empty. Belts. Rail actually fits in here, so it's got elevated rail and such. Bot logistics, again, there's a little triangle missing. Yeah, so on and so forth. Space parts is a new one, so that's all the stuff you need for space. It doesn't make landing hubs because that's kind of finite. Rural storage coming on in. Yeah, so you could just chuck that in inserters if you wanted to craft them. But yeah, hubs, these things are kind of finite. You only need 5 of them. 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, you only need 5 for the entire game. So there's not really much point automating it. Yeah, that's that updated. There's a wall there too. Work in progress is the automatic one. Rural storage coming in with that raid. Hello. Hi. Welcome everyone. Isn't a landing pad also part of the space station thing? Hello. Nonna Murray. Hello. Welcome. How you doing? Did you see Doc J's auto one? Yeah, I had actually checked it out. How goes the factory today? It's a little sad on steel, but it's coming along. Hey, Infinity. Rural Raid. I'm gonna thank you, Feldeck. I shall give you the follow as well. Yeah, so we're just chugging through early game a little bit here. We were spectating Gleber. Oh, there you go. It's a problem that solves itself. It's fine. And we seem to I mean, and the chest is filled up with mold, but you know, you add another chest and then it's fine again. Apparently we can't burn it fast enough. I suppose the other solution is I could just shove it into rocket fuel production. Rocket fuel, for whatever reason, rocket fuel production eats mold. Yeah, so this is actually, so just a heads up for everyone. This is my second playthrough. We're just sort of slowly walking through everything, answering questions as we go along. We've got Gleber, Vulcanus, just vaguely automated right now. We actually dealt with Steve earlier. Steve being one of the demolishers. Oh, Bob's here. Say hi. Say hi to Bob. Soon we will turn him into delicious, delicious tungsten and feed him into science. Yeah. Where's Gary? Gary is there. There's Gary. We were actually just sciencing earlier, getting legendary fish. Turns out you can just recycle fish to level them up, so you don't need to actually recycle Spidertrons. But you still need to recycle Spidertrons to get that legendary Spidertron anyway. Who's the other visible fella? Oh, so we have Steve, Bob, Terry, Herbert, and Gary. Happy to share your community, going to duck out and lurk for a moment to avoid spoiling yourself since just about to visit the other planets and need human for a bit. Alright, thank you again for the raid, even though I'm actually about to end soon too. Thank you again for bringing everyone over. Yeah, enjoy the rest of your day. Definitely don't hang around if you want to avoid spoilers. Another one between Gary and the base. Yeah, I know, but Rampage, because I didn't find any coal except the starting one. Yeah, coal can be a bit of a challenge. Thank you, Lucifer. You know, if you just say what they are, I'm just going to put a tag down. That's concerning again. Oh, okay, you haven't run out of ammo. Probably worth upgrading it. What if I do that to it? Ah, there you go. That was easy. Yeah, I'll just do it to all of them. Get her done. Turn it into a sanctuary. What is, yeah, we need another, oh wow, extra long noodle there. Yeah, just to show everyone to hop back over here. Yeah, there's Kevin. It's not the mightiest of areas, but it's but he likes his little sanctuary. It's unfortunate I can't build a wall like across here. You know, around where he turns around, because Kevin gets kind of mad when I do that. Like make the walls close in on him. Eventually. Warning, server not responding. Oh dear. What happens if I just put it in front of him? Oh, there we go. Kevin's mad. Kevin, stop breaking your wall. Not be a task in your playthrough. I feel like I get the impression that I've in some way contributed to this. See, now the boss just hover over them. The funny thing is, it's probably going to slam into more walls as it turns around. So you're having a Vulcanus deer eating your walls again? Yeah, it tends to happen. Green overlay that was nervous. You can do that. Not quite sure what happens. Where are we at? It's not you. You. Yeah, you just have one of those there. You know, what could possibly go wrong? By the way, big demolishers are big, if you didn't gather. Screw those foundries. I wonder if he claims everything as his own territory, or if it's because things are shooting at him. I'm not really sure. Oh, the train got aided. There you go, a demolisher can't eat its own tail, now you know. Yeah, I think it's treating everything as its own territory. Sir, I think you might have a slight infestation problem. I think you might be onto something there. It's a good way to clean out the, build some space tiles. What do you reckon happens when they, if they were to be released onto a... Oh, that's a little big. There you go. Yeah, Demolisher's in space now. Funny thing is about the base like this is it's barely bothered by the situation. I'm gonna ruin your immersion now. Where is it? There. Just a small one. Aww. Bloody Troopin'. It's probably Troopin's fault. Where are you at? Oh, you're over there now. Do you think he needs a friend? Instant ads. Oh, again with the ads. See, again, that's why I don't think that guy's really onto it with the ads. Oh, that's the thing that I was trying to say. I'm completely distracted on it. So, it's Twitch is top heavy. I think I started it and then Rural Storage came along and said hi. Twitch is really top heavy, so like it's hard to get anywhere until a certain point, and then you start accelerating and self-perpetuating your position. Like on Twitch, you really don't get anywhere if you're really much underneath like 500-ish concurrent views. It's actually really hard to get anywhere. And I suspect the reason why his stuff is working is that, yeah, Kingmaker. What I suspect that he's already in the the top 1,000, top 10,000. Tyrannosaurus Hacks, how you doing? Hi. Hello. We're definitely not having a little bit of fun right now. How you doing? I'm supposed to be ending. Why is there reasons? Would you like one on Glebber? Say hi to the pentapods. Let's find some pentapods. There you are. Turns out they're friends. I actually knew this already. There is also, yeah, I already tried space. How you doing, Tyrannosaurus and friends? Yeah, we were supposed to be ending, but so now we're just kind of screwing around at the minute. Can you, like, drive that way, please? There. Can you run over pentapods by chance? No, you can run over... No! You don't destroy egg rafts. Interesting. It is because it's technically a Spidertron. It's affecting the Strider, the thingy thing. Oh, it's actually affecting the Wrigglers as well. Yeah, they leggy boys leggy over it. Wonder what happens if they pop the... Oh, it doesn't really damage them, does it, when they blow up these things? See, because they're unaffected by explosions. So they don't care. Do you reckon that's important? Oh, yeah, it's just snaking away through there. I like how there's just a demolisher-shaped trail through the base. He'll tucker out eventually. Looks a bit like the War of the Worlds aliens. It's a bit that way, isn't it? It's barely even tickling them. Where am I in all this? I'm here. Did I die? I might have died. Oh no, I still have my crap. By the way, dealing with big demolishers. Oh, he's attracted to me now. See, it's all gone quiet, so it's fine. It must be fine. Seems to be a bit offended by the nuclear plant. What do you reckon happens if it manages to hit the reactors? I don't know, because 300,000 hit points do damage to him? Or is he going to eat his own tail? Big nabbit. Get back there, as if it matters. Just instant death. These are below 900, so they won't blow. Actually using the temperature stuff. Ah, that's spawn. Alright. Anyway. Think you can hear some warning beeps, but not sure. Oh no, that one blew up. You wouldn't even barely scratched him though. There you go. That one blew up. But yeah, I need to end. I need to get out of here. Why did I do that? I don't know. So, of course, the thing's going to be difficult. Who can we go say hi to? A hit reacted, maybe 40. A nuke to the face usually does it with, well, before I tell you what, let me quieten that down. Yeah, so let's go on a raid. Grab one of those raid messages that Beldax pulled up there. Depending on whether or not you got the quality emotes. And let's go say hi to someone. I don't know who I want to go say hi to. I like how the thumbnail preview is just three demolishers on Glever. A nuke to the face is yes, very efficient. Yes. Veldex all over the links because I am a complete scatterbrain and can't get on top of it. Who is on? It's so hard to see who's on. So I don't know why it is. It does this thing where it won't actually show me like the follows as hidden. So I don't actually know who's on. Thanks for the welcome and talk. I mean, it's really what we're here for. It's just to hang out and just do stupid things and talk crap and occasionally get stuff done. Is JD on? As I say, the follow things like I was Kuva Boy on as well. Again can't really see. I'm actually just looking at the list and I can't see them. Swee Money's on as well. Good God. I genuinely can't see like Goover Boy or Savi's there too. No. Is the expert in Oh Look a Squirrel? You know, the funny thing about that is, I quite literally have a picture of a squirrel from me being, oh, look, a squirrel, and then running after it to take a picture of it. So, yeah, I got pictorial evidence of it. Right, Kuva Boy it is. So, yeah, grab one of those raid messages for the land, right? Yes. Well, it was actually the day after the land. Grab one of those raid messages from up above. We'll paste it in Kuva Boy's chat, and I shall see you tomorrow for more, hopefully, gambling over on Fagora. But other than that, thank you all very, very much for watching, hanging out, and all that good stuff, and I shall see you tomorrow. Also, thank you, YouTube people. Definitely not an afterthought.